so that I can have it. Okay, so using counters to represent addition of integers. We are going to put, the first one, positive. So for positive integers, they can be represented with a black counter, or they can be drawn with a circle and a positive sign on the inside. Okay, so you can do that. Now, for a negative integer, a negative integer can be represented with a black counter, or they can be drawn with a circle and a negative sign on the inside. So, black counters and red counters are great if we have those tools to use, but we want to have notes that we can take home with us and look at. So, to make what we were talking about, we're going to take one black counter, which is a what? Positive. We're going to take one red counter, which is what? Negative. And it is going to create what? If I put one positive and one negative together, that's going to create what, JR?
A zero.
Zero pair. It is going to create a zero pair because they cancel each other out. If I have $1 and I owe $1, I really have no dollars. Okay? Because I have to give away what I have. Now, there is a typo in this first example. So it says, in the example, we're going to use counters to find what -6 and +8 are. The process of addition is taking two or more quantities and doing what with them? Putting them together. You're combining them. That's the process of addition. On these, we're just going to be adding two groups together. It could be more than that, but you just take them, you push them into one group, and you see what the total is. All right, so it's this amount, you're putting them together. So if I say, show me sign language without saying a word, what does addition look like? You could show me what? Nope, this doesn't work. This looks like something else. I would be one group, another group, and doing what with them? Putting them into one group together. So one quantity, a second quantity, and putting it together to make one total quantity. When we get to subtraction, it's going to look different. Okay, that's why we're doing that. So for this, we are going to take, a little bit like that, almost. We're going to take the first quantity, which is -6. What does -6 look like with counters? What's missing in my model? The what? The negative sign. So we have 6 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because it's a negative, we're going to put a negative sign in each one. Okay, so we're just adding the negative. We are going to take and add that, put that with a +8. Notice this says a draw 5. Mark that out and make it an 8. Okay, that should be an 8 for step 2. And then we're going to draw underneath that 8. What do I need to put? Positives. And I'm going to have 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Am I able to make... What you doing, babe? What you doing? What? Huh? Okay. So what am I going to do if I'm putting those together? What's going to be created if I have a negative and a positive? What's created with one negative and one positive?
Zero.
I make a zero pair. So I am going to show that zero by circling that. Does that kind of look like a zero?
Yeah.
Like a flattened zero. But they're canceling each other out. Is that the only zero? Can I make another zero pair? Okay. A lot of them. How many am I going to make? Oh, about 6? I'm going to make 6 of them. So I'm going to make 6 zero pairs. So all of those have canceled each other out. So my picture shows 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, which is what? 0. And what?
2.
What is 0 plus 2?
2.
Your answer is going to be a 2. How many counters are left without a partner? And are they positive or negative? We have how many left? 2. And are they positive or negative?
Positive.
So it's positive 2. Which makes sense. If I owe $6 and I have $8, what do I really have? $2. Because I have to give 6 of them away so that I don't owe. And I would have 6 that are left. Questions? All right, let's look at 27B. All right, we have -4 and +9. What am I going to put under the -4? I'm going to put what? Negatives. How many? 4. So, negative, 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 negative. I have 4 negatives. I am combining that with what? How many? 9 positives. Positive, 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 positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, just making sure the circles were right. Can I make any 0 pairs?
Yes.
How many, Leah? How many 0 pairs? 4 of them. So I'm going to circle and say that makes a 0. I'm going to circle that. That makes a 0. That makes a 0. That makes a 0. So how many 0 pairs could I create in this model? Tajay, how many 0 pairs? One more time. How many 0 pairs did I create in this first example? 4. I made 4 0 pairs. What do I have left? After I make those 0 pairs, Heath, what's left?
+5.
+5. So what is -4 plus +9? +5. Do I have to put the sign in the front?
No.
Do not have to put the sign. Questions? No. Right, number 2. What am I going to put underneath a -7? I'm going to put what? Amina. What goes underneath a -7? Amina. What goes underneath a -7? What sign am I going to put in each circle? What sign's in front of the integer, dear? What sign is in front of the 7? Look at it. What sign is in front of the 7? For number 2, what sign is in front of the 7? A positive or a negative? Okay, so we're going to put 7 negative signs in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What am I going to put? What am I going to put underneath the second quantity? I'm going to put what, Kendall? What do I put underneath the -3? Sign, how many? Of what? What kind of 3 is it? It's a -3, so I'm going to put 3 negative signs.
It's a quotation.
Okay. How many 0 pairs can I make? Oh, Shelby, I heard you say something different than anybody else. What did you say?
0, because they're both negative.
Oh. If I owe and I owe, does my owing cancel out? No. Can I make any 0 pairs? Why not? We don't have any positives. To make a 0 pair, you have to have those opposites. So if I have this, and I have 7 negatives, and I put 3 more with it, what's my total? Well, count them. What is the total? Negative what? 10. How did I get that? 7, 8, 9, 10. -10. Why don't I have any 0 pairs? Because I did not have any positives to cancel. Questions? All right, let's look at number 3. What am I going to put underneath the first integer? I'm going to put what, Waylon? 2 positive signs. What am I going to put underneath the second integer? Is going to be what? Negatives. How many? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amina, sit up, please. Your notes need to be complete. Can I make any 0 pairs?
Yes.
How many? 2. What makes a 0 pair? A positive and a negative. So I have 1, 2. So I have 2 zeros. What do I have left for my sum? My sum is what, Tajay? What is it? What is it? This is a 0 and this is a 0. What's left? What is it? -3. Has to be a -3. What if I just put a 3? Is that going to work? It would be a positive if I didn't have that sign. Questions? Okay, let's get the pencil thing taken care of. We've been working on this, and the pencil seems to be a distraction. Do we all have what we need now? Mm-hmm. Leslie, Waylon, everybody has what they need. Okay. All right, looking at the next one. What do we not have here? We don't have the circles. You're going to have to draw your own circles. This is my suggestion. Circles first, and then use the signs and count the signs as you put them in. What happens if I put the wrong number of circles? It's going to change your answer. So I suggest that you put the circles and then put the signs to check. So I'm going to start with how many circles do I need for my first integer? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, then I go back, and what am I putting in those 10 circles? Negatives. And when I do that, I'm going to count to make sure that I have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, that's my first quantity. What's my second quantity? 7. So how many circles do I need? Why aren't you writing, dear? Where are you writing? Are you writing? Okay. I don't see you writing. So I'm going to start with 7 circles, and then I'm going to count them when I put my signs in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What goes in the signs?
Negative.
What kind of 7 is this?
A positive.
Positive. So I'm going to put in 7 positives and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What am I going to do now? I have my circles drawn. What am I going to do with those circles? I'm going to do what, Aubrey? What kind of pairs are they called? I'm circling them. 0 pairs. I'm making 0 pairs. How many 0 pairs do you think I'm going to be able to make in this model? Connor, any idea? How many 0 pairs am I going to be able to make in this model? 7 of them. So as I circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is my answer going to be? So when I combine those two, what do I get for an answer? Jamarion? -3. That's what I have left. -3. Questions? No. All right, so for number 5, I want you to do number 5. Draw your model and see if you agree with the answer. So draw your model and solve for number 5. On number 5, are you going to be able to make 0 pairs? Do you have opposite signs? Yes. How many 0 pairs am I going to make? 8. Raise your hand if you can give me the total. When I put those together, is going to be what, Heath? 0. 8. Which one is it? 8. Raise your hand if you think it's 8. Raise your hand if you agree with his first answer, 0. They agree with 0. Why is it 0?
Because they're both negative.
Because I have 8 positives and 8 negatives. And if I make 8 zero pairs, what's left over? 0. So it's going to be a 0. Give me a word that describes negative 8 and positive 8. What's a word that would describe negative 8 and positive 8? Would be what? Amir?
Opposite.
Opposites. What happens when I add opposites together?
You get 0.
You're going to get 0. All right, let's look at number 6. Draw that one and see if you can find the answer for that. At your table, talk about what your model looks like and how many 0 pairs you have. So at your table, talk about it and see if you agree. Why are you not drawing? Okay, you're not going to have your notes complete, and that's going to be a problem. Do you need a pencil? You've done this enough. You know what you need to do. You don't need to rely on a classmate. This is your job to come. You don't have one? Then give me your planner so I can give you one. But you sitting there not writing this down. You know what we're doing. You have great answers. I want to make sure that you're writing it down as well. I'm afraid she's setting herself up for being with me again next year. We can't wait for it. I've tried 3 times. Amina. Wait, sit up. Sit up. Get your notes caught up there. All right, raise your hand if you got 0 for an answer. Raise your hand if you got something else. Oh, something else. What was the something else that you got? What did you get and why? Callie. Say it again. Negative 12. Where did that come from? How many 0 pairs did you make?
6.
None. Why not? They're both negative. You can only circle if you have a positive and a negative. I don't have any 0 pairs. So, just because you see that same number, make sure that you have different signs if you're making 0 pairs. Okay? So, my answer is going to be what for this? What do I have if I have 6 negatives and I put 6 more negatives with it? Count them. What do I get?
12.
What kind of 12?
Negative 12.
Negative 12. I do not make any 0 pairs. Questions? Okay, at the bottom, I'm going to set the timer. You are going to model and come up with your answer looking at the ones that we've done. You've got 2 minutes. Don't mess with the boards. They are sitting on the table nice and quietly. And now we're not messing with the boards. Don't have anything to do with them yet. So everything I put on there, just leave them. right, for number 7, how am I going to model that? It's going to look like what? Amir?
You put for the -5, you're gonna draw 5 circles and put a negative sign in
Okay.
it.
And then?
And then for number 8, and then you're gonna do number 8, and they all positive, so you go for all positive numbers. And
I'm not sure. I'm trying to listen to Amir. He's right here, but I'm having a hard time hearing him, which is crazy because I don't think he'd get any closer. I think it's the talking. Anybody have a problem we need to take care of before we move on? All right, keep going. So I have my model drawn. Now what?
you're gonna make your circle pairs.
How many 0 pairs am I going to have?
0? No.
Is this a 0 pair?
Yes, because he added a positive and a
Okay.
negative.
All right. Can I make more?
Yes.
How many am I going to make?
You can make 1. You can make 5.
5 of them. So if I make those 5,
And your answer is gonna be +3.
nice job. +3. Question. All right, so for number 8, how am I going to model number 8? What am I going to do? I'm going to do what? Connor, what am I going to draw for number 8?
4 positive
All right, and then?
and 1 negative.
All right. Anybody running to the bottom? All right, so can I make 0 pairs? How many, Connor?
4
All right, so when I make my 0 pairs, what's left for my answer?
negative 5.
Do we agree? All right. And for the last one, number 9, what does it look like? Janila, what am I going to draw? Okay. How many 0 pairs? None? What's my answer then? So what do you want me to do? Any 0 pairs? Do I need to circle any?
No,
Why not?
because they're both negative.
Okay. So this is a negative and this is a negative. If I have 2 negatives, that's a -2. They don't cancel each other out, so I don't have any 0 pairs. What am I going to get for my total amount or my answer when I put them together? What kind of 5? Yeah, don't forget your sign. Questions? Okay, so you're going to sit next to Gage to work after you finish. No 0 pairs on that one. You don't have anything to circle. You got to have a positive and a negative to circle them. Okay? Yeah. You, if you would go sit next to Shelby, you'll work with Shelby. Okay? And then you two will work together. You can. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a partner activity for classwork. We're going to use this side that does not have the coordinate plane on it. Okay, so we're going to have you and the partner sitting next to you, your shoulder partner, so you can work together. Okay, so you and the person next to you. Nobody needs to sit next to you. Nobody needs to sit. Okay. You are going to be working and be able to do some thinking with the partner sitting next to you. Okay, each set of partners needs a board and a marker that has an eraser on the end. You are going to write, draw, and model. One person's doing the drawing and writing. Both people can work quietly together. Okay, you're going to have 30 seconds to get that done and agree upon. So, everybody is ready. Got a marker, got the board. You're able to see the person that you're working with can see what you have. All right, so this is the first one that you're going to work on. You are going to put on your board, and I suggest your board's this way. Why are we doing it this way? Because when we model, you need a place for your circles. So at the top, you're going to put a -4 plus 6 equals. You're going to draw underneath. What am I going to draw underneath the -4? Circles. How many?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. What am I going to put underneath the 6?
Oh, 6 circles.
6 circles. All right, put your signs in, make your 0 pairs, and then your answer. Okay? You're working with your partner, brainstorming, talking, working together. Timer's going. You got 1 minute. All right. Show me your boards. Put them up so I can see them. I see on everyone's how many zero pairs? How many zero pairs? 2. 4 zero pairs. What's my final answer? 2. Nice. All right. Now give the board to the other person. Erase. How about those erasers are little ones? Okay. Just don't pull them apart. Please do not draw on the erasers. I don't know why students like to do that. Please do not waste the ink on your graffiti. Do not draw pictures. Please use the marker just for the activity. Alright. Alright, so working together. Second problem. 30 seconds. I think the 1 minute is way too long. So 30 seconds. Here you go. Go. Make sure that you agree. Shh. You don't have as much time this time, so you have to get to it. Make sure you agree with the process that they're showing. All right. Talk to your partner. Make sure you agree before you show me your board. 3, 2, 1. Show me your board. How many zero pairs did we make? 4 zero pairs. I need the problem written at the top. You're giving me the problem and then the answer next to it. Okay, I don't see zero pairs on everyone's. You've got to show the zero pairs. If you don't show me zero pairs on modeling, I see a lot of people that have, listen, this is a good process. A lot of people with right answers, the model's missing. If I see 4 negative signs, 4 positive signs, and 0, but you don't show me the 0 pairs, you're going to miss points. Make sure, Connor, that you're showing the 0 pairs. Okay, you're circling those. So the answer should be what? 0. 4 0 pairs and 0. All right, erase with the bigger eraser. Open up your notebook. Pencil. All right, next problem. Bring it to me. Okay, there's the problem to start working on. Is she going to pick him up? Okay. It's only 5 o'clock, so you can get as much time as possible. Okay, perfect. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. All right, so your time's about up because I was on the phone. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Show me your boards. All right, how many 0 pairs am I going to see? None. Am I going to see a positive 7 or negative 7? Negative 7. If I don't see the negative sign, it is wrong. Leslie, please do not. Leslie, please do not number. Not doing that at all. And make sure that you have the right sign on your answer. So I should not see any 0 pairs. I should see a negative 7 for the answer. Questions? All right, put that away. Erase it. Give it to your partner. Okay, working together. You got 30 seconds. Model. Problem at the top. Problem at the top. Make sure you're watching your partner and they're doing it correctly. Give them guidance if you feel that they're making a mistake. Quickly finish up. I still see some people drawing. Get that done. Make your zero pairs if you have them, and then make sure that you have a final answer. You don't have time to do it twice. 3, 2, 1. Show me your boards. That would be counted off because it was missing. You don't have any signs. It would be counted wrong. Even if your answer's right. Right, how many zero pairs? Do we have any? None. What are we going to do? We're going to count them all together and get one for a total. Negative 10. Nice job. Okay, as I'm looking at this, we have a classwork this week. So it's important for you to understand the process. That's why I'm pointing things out that you would lose points for. It's okay if you're making mistakes, but if you continue to make them, then it's going to cost you in your grade. So use that as a learning opportunity. All right, switch boards. Next one is here. 30 seconds. Model. Working together. Make sure you agree. Make sure you're showing everything. I suggested you do this. Why do you need a little space between your counters? So if you need to make zero pairs, you can make those zero pairs. All right, 3, 2, 1. Show me your boards. How many zero pairs should I see? 3. What is my final answer? 2. Do I have to have the sign? No, you do not have to have a sign because without a sign, the number is automatically positive. Our last one. Pass this to the other person. Okay, and model. Pairs am I looking at? Why not?
Because they're both negative.
They're both negative. In order to make a zero pair, you have to have opposite signs. My answer is?
-4.
-4. Without the negative sign, it's going to be counted wrong. You're looking at how many you have and what kind. Questions. Make sure your boards are erased. Make sure that your lid is on your marker tight and stack them up together. Okay, so that I can come around and collect those. Okay, I'm looking for a set that has markers and erasers on top. Thank you. Your planner. You're going to have time probably to finish, which is exciting, your homework. So, taking out your homework. Take out your planner so you can get your homework. And we're going to talk about some of them together. Come on, stay away. Come here. You're going to come back over here, dear. Yep. Thank you. Alright, so gonna get the worksheet to you. And go ahead and put your name at the top so you can counter is pretty simple, right? Okay, notice it's 28B. Okay, the reason it's B is 28A. It's the same as the last one. So please put a B at the top of the worksheet when you get it. You have it in your planner if you copied that down, but it's not on the worksheet you're getting. When I made copies, I thought we are only on the 27. I missed that we already had 28. So you have two 28s, and I don't want you to get confused. So in the grade book, it's going to say 28A, being the first one, and then 28B. Right on the camera. Alright, I see people starting already. They know exactly what to do. It is the same as what we did on the front. If you have answers only and no models, you will earn yourself a big fat 0. So, follow the directions. Okay, so on the front. Okay, make sure that you put a B after the 28. Okay, so put a B. 28B. The front is exactly what we did together. Turn to the back. Turn to the back. Okay, starting with number 9. It's a little bit different. You have some pictures. So let's look at the first one. Using the given key, write an integer expression that's being modeled with the black counters below. What is this showing? What is this first quantity with the model? What is this showing? I see 2 open circles, but what does an open circle represent? -2. If I have 2 of them, what is that total going to be? -2, -4. Okay, so I have a -4. Then I'm adding to that. What does the second quantity represent?
5.
Be careful. Look and see what it means with the key.
Positive 5.
Well, this is not. What is each one? So when I count them, I'm counting by 2s.
Positive 10.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I have a -4 and a positive 10. If I wanted to find the answer for this, can I make 0 pairs? If I have 2 negatives, would it cancel with 2 positives and make a 0? If I have 2 negatives and I have 2 positives, will that make a 0? Are they opposites?
Yes.
Yes, so if I wanted the answer for this cancels out with what? With that. They cancel. Can I cancel another pair? Yeah. This cancels with this. What do I have left for my answer? I hear positive 3 and I hear positive 6. Why is it positive 6? Counting by twos. So it's a positive 6. Keep that in mind as you're working on the model part. Questions? Okay, you have time. You have about 12 minutes that you can work on this before we start. So, if you need help, make sure you ask.
Was it a homework?